three things that I believe will be challenges. When we think about, and we'll speak specifically for nursing, but when we think about, the workforce shortages that we've had over the years, and as we've made great strides in recruiting and retaining nurses at the bedside, I think the challenge is on the sustainability of keeping nurses. And, we see gaps not only in the bedside nursing, but starting to see gaps in the nursing support roles. So I think those are the challenges on how do we, grow this workforce and how do we sustain it. And this is also a workforce that's taking care of an aging patient population. So one challenge is sustainability. The second
Mhm.
challenge, I believe, is how do we as leaders maintain the connection and the engagement? And then how do we create professional growth for nurses at every stage? When we think about nurses who come to work for us from their first year to nurses who are experienced, how do we help them with a professional growth plan that positions them to be where they're at, to be passionate about the work they're doing? And the third challenge, I really believe, is in how do we lead a multi generational workforce? And this is so fundamentally different than anything we've managed before. When I think about nurses entering the workforce today, they're entering their profession where they grew up in a fully digital, on demand world, now working alongside nurses with decades of experience who are trained in a very different healthcare environment. I am one of those nurses who is trained in a very different healthcare environment. And I
Mhm.
think that's the challenge on it's not choosing one over the other, but the challenge is intentionally designing an organization where every generation can thrive.